it's me again. I am taking off my flats and putting on flip-flops. Yeah, because don't wear the flats too long because they'll rub a blister. I don't know if y'all know this, but if you go to a pharmacy, they have all kinds of Band-Aids and things for blisters. I once did the 13.1 half marine marathon, and I had a blister this big, and wish I had worn that, a blister protected whatever, but it was the most exciting thing I think I've ever done in my life, besides going to Jamaica, I guess. So the other day I talked about something that I was kind of ashamed of, and it was something I was addicted to and didn't tell anybody. And I did it because I was under a lot of stress. But I have learned that when someone gives you that kind of stress, it's up to you to do something about it right there and then, and realize that whoever's giving you the stress, that's how they feel about themselves. You know what I mean? Like if someone is like cussing you out, it's usually because they have the issue, you know? So I started smoking. It's a weakness with my dad and me. He died from it. He was only 1 year older than I am now, and he died from smoking. He smoked, I think, the whole 40 years of his life, maybe 50. Yeah, he started smoking at a young age. Now, he did quit for 10 years. He started back when he was around somebody that smoked, and that's an issue with me. If I'm around someone who's smoking, I'm going to, pick it up. But I realize now, just don't hang around them. So, for one thing, I can't afford it. The other thing, it was making me extremely sick. It was exasperating my sinus issues, which a lot of people in my family, we have this. It's inherited. And so I stopped cold turkey, and I asked my doctor the last time I was there. Remember, my doctor said she could only entertain 3 of my 6 issues. So I had to choose. I said, okay, let's address the sinus, and let's address my anxiousness with this reason why I started smoking. And also they gave me some Wellbutrin, which also is Zyban, which helps with smoking. And let me tell you what, I've only Jones for a cigarette maybe 3 times in the last 3 weeks. And that is amazing to me. I think it's the best time to quit smoking is when you are ill and you don't feel good. That's when you should stop smoking, because you don't even have the desire to. Let me tell you, smoking is the most filthiest habit anybody can have. It is. It is the most filthiest habit. When I pass by somebody who has been smoking, they stink. They stink horrible. Their clothes stink. You ruin your house. It is, and usually smokers are not a clean smoker, by meaning they flick their butts on the ground. They're not nice about it. And I was always one of these smokers where I always put the butt in my pocket or found a receptacle. So I am going to wash my car. Because I'm meeting with a realtor this Sunday. I don't want her to get the wrong impression that I'm like, not worthy of a house. The great thing about this house I'm looking at is they reduced it by 10 grand, and they also it's close to where I'm already living at, which means I can still stay in my community because I've lived there for 5.5 years. I've done tree work there for over 45 or 50 years. So it's like my family now. Yeah, but let me tell you about the other day. I was at work and I saw this person accosting this female officer. I mean, it was not nice. I mean, we see a lot of action where I work at. We see a lot of action. Yeah, well, he was worried about her safety. So I think we had to call 911. Here she is, the cop. All right, bye.